All right, y'all. I was not going to do this, but it's about a half hour out to the Bonnet Chronicles. I'm testing my equipment anyway, and I started watching this stuff with Unicorn Pondu, and I started, you know, like I do, my old lady, like yelling at my screen. I was like, no, no, let's see if I could tape something really quick while watching this. I don't think I'm going to get through the full thing because I do want some time before I transition over to my actual live stream. But this will get the poison out of my system towards Chantal so that my Bonnet Chronicles does not be in any way influenced by her nonsense. So we're going to get this started. Shout out to Unicorn Pondu. I really enjoy your edits. I love your takes. So I am super excited to like really use this as reaction. Reacting to a react is so much easier to deal with Chantal. So I'm going to get this fired off. He has a cute opening too. I love this.
Why, hello everybody, how are we? My name is Unicorn Pondu.
Doing
Welcome back to
good.
another
It's
video.
Friday.
Today's video is going to be called Beef Stew with a Twist. Mukbang, and it's also home cooked. So let's see what Chantal has to say today, shall we?
Yeah, let's see.
Hello, foodie beauties. Hello, guys. Hello.
And see, I didn't pay attention to this earlier because I had started it up, and then I was just like, I'll look over it in a bit. I didn't know she was going to open up with a picture of the cat. I went on a tangent earlier, and I won't stop. You are not proving to any of us that you deserve to have Julia. I don't care how many pictures of her you try to put up in our faces until you tell us that you got the fungus that she's dealing with taken care of, because little Miss I don't bathe her, because the word is bathe, not bath. Until you are actually showing us the butchers that you said you bought for her, instead of telling us that you gave her egg whites, which we don't believe you, you liar. Stop using the cat for views. It's sickening. We're tired of it. You are not good with animals. You are not good with people. It is so infuriating. But this is why my reacts to her take so long. This is why the mac and cheese one may not even get shown, because it was such a long diatribe, and it's not worth it because this heifer gets on my nerves. Point blank, period.
Welcome back to another video.
Okay, so Ashley is just in full force. Hey girl, how's it going?
Exactly. Wow.
A interesting start.
Mm-hmm.
This has to cool off a bit. So, anyways, Bismillah.
Ma'am, you are a professional YouTuber. You've been mukbanging for years now. Why don't you get this set up better? What is this? Why is there like steam rising off of this? And I seen from your mac and cheese video that you don't like to wait until stuff cools down. You're not trained to blow on it so that you can cool it down a little bit. I don't understand this girl. I don't understand how this is content. I want out of this multiverse sometimes, for real, because this shit, it flips me out. It's like I'm in a hellscape sometimes, for reals.
This is mafe, which is a West African dish, but and you guys have seen me make this before. It's always a recipe that's
With BB. We seen you make it with BB. You know, the man that treated you like gold for as long as he could, and then you lost your job. You started playing around on him, and I'm finding out a whole lot of stuff about your past thanks to the reaction channels you want to call hate channels. You were with a West African man who you treated like crap because he wasn't giving you what you want constantly. Couldn't be me, man. Could not be me.
from my past, but it stuck with me, and I love to make it once in a while. I crave it. It's basically just beef stew with tomato and peanut.
BB got lucky he got away from this girl.
While it's cooling off.
Oh, uh-oh. Did you guys see that roll? Girl,
Oh, she see my video. That was that eye roll because I even put the whole thing up yet. I went off on another thing when I called out her community tab, and I made the comment that you need to learn how to blow and cool down food. She has no home training. I'm sure other people called her out too. She has no home training. She doesn't know how to wait. She's like an impatient toddler. It is embarrassing, and I guess she didn't like that being called out. Oh well. I can't wait till tonight. After I do my Bonnet Chronicles, I'm jumping right into hopefully what will be a fun live chat, and I've got super chat money ready to make sure that you see everything I think about you, Chantal. Everything.
Happened. She posted a big like like a book of a community tab page, which if she deletes it, it's on mine. That's
I've read it. Girl Please has read it. Garlic Bread has read it. I'm sure we've all read it. She says she doesn't go low, but she talked about somebody's deceased former partner, talked about their kids, threw some people under the bus for no reason, but she's a pious Muslim, y'all. She's a secular woman. Okay. Okay. Okay.
oh boy. Okay. This one should be interesting, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I fry the beef with oil on like medium high, get it nice and brown, and then I add the onions, tomato paste, and I fry that till the tomato paste gets like darker red. You don't want it to be too like.
No, you shouldn't make a recipe ebook because you don't really cook at all really well. Second of all, if you don't show the work, a liar who lies, a chronic liar be the sufferer. I do not want to hear what you said you did because I like to see the work. I have seen you pretend you made a perfect pizza, which we now know because you don't have the cooking equipment, it's not possible. You eat off the same platter sized plate, so your dishware game is still kind of meh. Show us that cookware you bragged about, or shut the fuck up talking about should I make an recipe book. Man, what is it gonna be? Frozen food I try to pass off as my real creations by Chantal? Because unlike some people, I'm a home cook. Home cook to home cook, I know you use a lot of frozen stuff in your food. So, I mean, I wouldn't hate on it if you weren't trying to fake your way through it. Just saying.
Tangy.
I mean, you can. Someone asked if she should make like an ebook cooking recipe. You can.
You can, but I wouldn't buy it.
Per se, but I mean, you can. I guess.
Nobody's stopping you.
I add water, to cover the meat and give it enough time to like I let it simmer for like a good.
Oh my
half an hour,
god,
maybe
this is what
35
I'm
minutes or
getting
so.
through.
Then I add the root vegetables. Now I add tomatoes and potatoes, but you can add whatever you want.
I don't care.
If she wants to eat that much, she can. But I every single time it's just like, oh, whenever you really pay attention to it, oh.
Yeah, the size of that plate is crazy, isn't it?
The beef bouillon, some Worcester sauce. Although the original recipe doesn't call for that, but you can, add whatever you want.
It's a stew, so yes, you can add whatever you want. I honestly have never made this version of the stew, so like I said, stews are a versatile thing. The cool thing about it is you can add certain things to your own flavor to bring out certain flavors. Some people add, it's like curry. Some people add coffee to curry. It is a versatile thing. I skipped over the part where she said she put peanut butter in it because it's creamy and all that, whatever. I don't care, Chantal. I will say this and I will not stop saying this, and I may have to edit down the mac and cheese one so that you can hear me say it again over and over if you need, that if you don't show the work, I don't care because you lie. And everything you say is suspect. So you probably did make a lot of this yourself. I don't care. If I don't see the work, I don't believe you. That is my prerogative. Point blank, period.
Add peanut butter.
Oh, I didn't count it out.
I
I
don't taste
don't.
like peanut butter in the sauce. It makes it nice and thick and like smooth. I don't know, creamy kind of.
As somebody who has made both Afro and Asian food, I know that peanut butter isn't just used for peanut butter and jelly. A lot of Thai dishes, a lot of Vietnamese dishes, and even some Filipino dishes can use peanut butter, can use even things like her favorite ketchup. I stay the fuck away from that. Even the banana flavored. I'm not into ketchup that badly, sorry. Not going to go on a tangent, I promise. But you can use certain things as additions. I'm not saying you cannot. There. I hope that helps some of you home cooks. Peanut butter can be used in several. You can use it with noodles. You can make a great peanut sauce with it if you don't have actual roasted peanuts. It's a great addition and alternative. But because I feel like she just adds whatever in her kitchen, I don't trust her. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Does anyone that actually knows how this is traditionally made and has made it before knows anything about cooking? I mean, like the people put coffee in like, cake batter.
Cake batter, curry, and everything else. And I'm serious. She could have done this, but I don't think she did it on purpose, if that makes sense. I don't think her intent was to make the stew more flavorful. I think she was just, she seen peanut butter, she went with peanut butter. This is how Foodie's brain works. She is like a 5-year-old in the kitchen. Point blank, period. I'm not going to give her props for it because peanut butter is a versatile thing. It can be used for other dishes, but it's Foodie we're talking about. So you always have to use as much of a grain of salt as she puts in everything, which is a lot. A lot, big grain of salt.
And it turns out okay, I guess. But I okay. I have no idea, but like, I know that there's people in my comments that know cooking and stuff and things. It's just like, my idea of cooking is just like cooking a chicken breast in the air fryer, to be fair, because I don't really care. Like, food's food, man, whatever.
Food's food. Like, honestly, if I didn't have to cook for my family, especially, most days I would just go with maybe whatever. I don't know. I plan because I have to make for more than myself. So when I say none of it, because it is soup and stew season here, it's winter now. We have to make hearty, warm food. So this would be in my wheelhouse, but because the person who's on the screen gets on my fucking nerves, I don't want to share too much of my tips. I don't cook for people like Foodie Beauty. I cook for my family and myself, and I honestly just don't like her. Point blank, period.
But if anyone knows like how this is like made and stuff, I would like to know if peanut butter is traditionally used or can be used in that sense.
It can be used. I wouldn't, but
So yeah.
I don't know.
Girl, flavor profile. Who is the Ashley? Of course it's Ashley, but girl, flavor profile.
Miss, I put ketchup on pizza. Want to talk about flavor profile, and this is why I stay side-eyeing her, because she is aggravating. But I love that Unicorn Pundue calls her Ashley, because for real, it's like a character. She's a cartoon character.
No, I'm not saying that you can't add this to mac and cheese like you did yesterday, but ma'am, you put ketchup in mac and cheese.
I'll say it. It's not allspice.
Flavor profile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
For another half an hour until the oil separates, probably from the peanut butter and the oil that I cooked with, on the top.
And this is where I like, if she knew what she was doing and could have cooked it properly, I've made soups and stews, and when I was early and younger making soups and stews, you learn a thing or two about how to cook the ingredients proper so you don't have oil separation. Because I need to remind you that that is not a good thing in your food. You do not want an oily consistency on the top of your soups or stew base. And that comes from probably the meat not being drained properly, the peanut butter not being actually integrated in to the rest of the stew, tomato, and everything else. I can't even imagine what she's eating on that plate right now. It has to be an oily yuck mess right now, and she's trying to convince us that's the best thing ever, and I'm here to tell you, no. Drain any, if you have any soups or stews with actual fatty meats and stuff, or fatty additives like the peanut butter, make sure that they're incorporated properly. That fat floating up in the top, you don't want to taste that. Oh no. She doesn't even know how to emulsify a stew properly, and I'm getting into technical terms. I'm sorry, but I've been doing this for years, and it's weird watching her say stuff like this, acting like she knows what she's doing. Infuriating too.
And then you're and then last part I add some white cabbage, like a wedge of white cabbage inside, and then let it cook for maybe another 7 minutes.
Did she blanch it in oil? Because if she did, that's frying. I'm just going to say it. She calls frying stuff, whether it's a double fry or one fry, blanching. Blanching is a quick boil in water, and then you shock it back cold with ice water normally, so that it's crispy inside of soups or stews. Stop calling things. I know you watch TikToks and other maybe food clips and stuff, but you're using terms wrong, and it gets on my nerves. Stop.
To go, and I have some rice here. I have basmati.
Yeah, we seen your food haul.
Beef cubes. Yeah, they're very tender. It's almost like slow cooker. They've been cooking for an hour and a half.
Why
So
didn't
that's
you
the
use
first thing.
that out
You have to let it
miscolored
cook.
meat you bought?
My favorite part is the carrots. So yeah, you let it cook low.
It's funny because I hate carrots. Just, I feel like that was semi-what personal. I really like the carrots. Me, just
You know she's stalking your channel, Unicorn Pod, dude. Not to interrupt. Me, I'm kind of ambivalent. I could take carrots sometimes, but it depends. I like them raw most of the time, but if they're in a good stir fry and they're diced up properly, I can handle them. I don't go out of my way, and I don't like mushy carrots at all. Cooked carrots are, meh. I used to have to eat them a lot as a kid, so meh, I'm good.
internally screaming that I don't like carrots, but I love Golly Pop.
And slow, and it's nice and tender. So
I don't believe you.
delicious. So anyway, so yeah,
She's legit eating a stew that had oil pooling at the top of it. She's trying to tell us that she's got the most delicious stuff. And she wants to make an e-recipe book. I feel like she's lining this up on purpose. I'll volley it back for as long as I can, though, bitch. I mean, honestly, I'm over you after this community tab raid you did.
I've just been cooking today. I'm thinking of making oatmeal raisin cookies. You know, like bacon cookies just makes the house smell so like comforting. I don't know.
Did you watch me say that? Because I remember saying that in a home vlog, and I do bake. I think it is baking season. The fall and winter, because it keeps the house warm, especially here, is a great way. And when I cook, it normally permeates throughout my house. It's a great feeling. I'm looking forward to the holidays because of that. But you do not bake well. So I can only imagine the amount of butter, sugar, and flour will be put in those god awful rock hard cookies. Because I remember the naan bread. You've ruined naan bread, the most easiest bread to make. Good golly, Miss Molly.
And cooking this smells great. Yeah, we've just been cleaning kinda.
What the fuck is cleaning kind of? What? No. What is cleaning kind of? Is this because I took you out earlier? I don't care. I went down low because honestly, I still cannot believe you brought up somebody's deceased spouse to attack. So I said, why would you say that your kitchen, the place that you're in all the time, is dirty? I really do think I need to edit and get that macaroni and cheese mukbang up, because I went off on that because I couldn't believe that you said you wouldn't tape yourself, A, because you're too sweaty, even though we said just tape the process, Chantal. You said you got new pots. Then you say that your kitchen is a spotless, which is Chantal language for my fuck shit is dirty and I don't feel like cleaning it. But now you're saying that you were cleaning it. She's dirty, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of this because it is cutting close to go time for going live. And I don't want the Bonnet Chronicles tonight to be about this heifer. She is annoying me.
We've been just living very uneventful lives. And,
Yeah, no shit, but you told us we're the ones with no lives. You see, this is what you get for going after people. I told you. There are some in Girl World that you might have gotten nailed on the head with that insult. I don't think so, but I don't really know them that well. But when you come for young channels like mine, and you think I'm not going to hit back, because my channel might be young, but I'm an old ass bitch. And I can volley back anything you say. Okay? I'm not playing with you this time. I feel like she is trying to humble herself after a few of us brought up the fact that you are the one in that rage who called everybody trash, said you don't go low, and then you went low. You are a contradiction cartoon character, and taking you down, especially when you make slop like this in a huge ass serving platter for more than one person, is fun for me. And I do it for free.
but it's peaceful.
Peaceful.
Which is why we're so, like, dumbfounded. The amount of people on the internet.
Oh,
Here we go.
here we go.
Here we go.
She's so easy. I mean, the community post was kind of
Buttons.
This is gonna happen, but like
Buttons. Buttons to push.
Online. You can't complain now about like, people having opinions about you. And girl, don't post. You shouldn't be posting. You're supposed to be boycotting, right? And also, don't let her forget about that red hijab anti-Semitic rant either.
Yep.
who just have to
Spit
make
it
so much
out.
drama out of our lives that are just so boring now. You know what I mean?
We're making the drama. You sat in a live where you cried and talked about going back to Canada. How you miss wheelhouses and how you ate fucking cheese and olives out of a bowl, along with a fucking mortadella sandwich. Because honestly, I tried not to think about all the food you put in your face. That was the first one. The second one, you laid there on your side. I guess you were copying me, I guess, just a little bit. Because I like laying on my side if I'm in my room. What the fuck not? You decided that you gonna attack reaction channels and Kiwi Farms because we made fun of your car and your sad anniversary. You stayed raging. You were big mad. But it was supposed to just be rumors and you don't go low and all that other BS. You're now trying to twist yourself into a pretzel saying that why are you causing drama for me when I don't have a life? Like, ma'am, I know you'd want us to stop talking about you, and honestly, I would like that because your channel would die faster than anything if they did. But you cannot have it both ways. You cannot do that fuck shit that you did earlier today with your community tab and then say you don't want the drama. That math ain't math and dummy. Like, for real, I'm getting heated and I want to cool down because I'm about to go live and I don't want this heifer, like, riling me up.
Like, I get it. You need to feed your kids with hate money.
Why are you bringing other people's kids into it, Chantal?
Because she's a barren old bitch. Wow. I don't need to feed my kid. That bitch, I keep telling you, I do this for free because I make my money elsewhere. This is fun for me because it is good to get under your lack of hair. Like, for real. And I did that off my head. I love that it gets to you this bad that you got to shovel copious amounts of food on your misery floor behind your misery couch, just seething because old bitches like me who are doing this for free because we love getting under your skin can take you to task. Now you're talking about feeding kids? Really? Are you jelly? I know you are. Because you never gave yourself the opportunity. And I could be really nasty right now. I'm holding it in because I think I might just react to it so I can give that amazing editor some props because she did a nice little compilation that I got to watch earlier. And I think I might just have to react to it because you like to toss shit at people. But I heard a story from a little birdie, a bigger birdie from your past, your own words, about something you did that you shouldn't have done. And you want to talk about other mothers feeding their kids? Okay. Keep it up. I'm willing to go low, though. And I'm warning all of y'all. If I react to that, you're going to hear something. So be on the lookout for that because I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it.
Why?
Jealous.
What did that do for you? Like, we're only not even 5 minutes in. Got to bring in people's kids.
Yep.
And that's minus the cameo bit I cut out, the intro. That weird little bit with Julia, which I'll probably cut out. It was like a good 15 seconds of just a picture of Julia.
Thank you for that, because good lord,
Okay.
she's terrible.
Yeah, why did you have to bring people's kids into it for? That's
Because she's a nasty old hoe.
weird.
Nasty old hoe.
I don't know how you live with yourselves, really. Just like,
I live just fine. I have a new house. I have a lovely family. I live just fine. I sleep just fine because I am calling out a cosplaying fake ass bitch who likes to flex on people. And then when we ruin your flex dreams, you get mad. When we tell you that it shouldn't matter what we say about you, you still get mad. You stay mad and pressed. And as long as you're mad and pressed, it's fun for us to point it out. So sitting there like, I don't know why you pick on me. When you do this. Really? Okay. Whatever.
Well, Chantal, I don't know how you can live with yourself for prioritizing a car over your cat that's a living, breathing being.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you guys live with yourselves with doing that, but I go off, I guess.
and really,
The cat has a fungus issue. The cat has not been spayed, and at her age, she really should get spayed as soon as possible. The cat is only an accessory to Chantal, and she got her to give us a middle finger. Those of us who are still mad about how you treated BBJ, the squalor you had her and Sam in when you were living in the villa. But okay, bitch. You keep acting like it's a us problem. No, it's a you problem. And as long as you don't get that, it's fun to call it out.
I'd like to know why it's okay for these people. And if you think that I'm the unhinged one, go on these hate channels and look at their video rates.
Yes, please come. Come to my channel. Thank you, Chantal. Direct people to my channel so that they can get an unfiltered look at what your mental health issues are because you're still not diagnosed. Yeah, send them my way, stupid. You're just brilliant. Pretty soon, people are not going to want to come to you at all, and it's all going to be your doing because you're stupid. For real. I will full on. I do not label myself react because I react to the react. So if she wants to call me a hate channel because I do hate this bitch, fine by me. Thank you for the views, dum-dum. Come on. I am not here to be friends. I am here to call this heifer out. I hope that's clear for anybody watching. This is I don't like Chantel full on react to a reactor who does a better job editing your garbage than you do because they care more about presenting your shit better than you do. How's about that for a hate channel?
They have thousands for years of videos picking me apart, saying disgusting things about.
Is this about FFG again? For real? You legit made fun of her abuse story. And that's another reason why I don't believe your alleged abuse story anymore. Because no matter how low I could possibly go for you, I would never do that. Former victim and survivor to alleged victim, you are a disgusting individual because you keep getting mad at somebody who archived, probably for their own safety, all of your garbage. And you keep talking about them. Let it go if it doesn't bother you. But we know it bothers you because you have no life, because you're stuck in a contract marriage. You thought you were doing the thing. And you're miserable. And you can't help yourself. So you rage, you smoke, you do all this other stupid shit online. And then you don't want no press back from it. And then you would say, oh, I'm being attacked from everybody. Shut up. We don't care. Those of us still watching are not on your side. The moment you start to understand that, the better. Just do you and eat your fucking food. Fuck.
Me and my husband, like, ew, how do they...
You've only been married for a year.
Mm-hmm.
For years about you and... No. A year. You just celebrated...
She likes to be delusional, Unicorn Pondoon. She likes to exaggerate, as you've seen with the past COTH saga. She does not operate on reality, and it's exhausting dealing with her, for real.
Your anniversary, and it's really funny because ever since your anniversary, after you decided to flex on your brand new car, which nobody cared about because
no one cares.
It's a piece of doo-doo, to say the least, that make YouTube happy because they've been really weird when it comes to monetization. Certain words have to edit stuff out. It's annoying. But anyways, after nobody cared about the car and your anniversary video, which I mean, I saw it as sweet, but like kind of odd, but like
it was a comedy
video.
It was a comedy. What did we? What?
Now we're just full on right.
Okay.
Her cat, fungus.
Why did it get the fungus?
Because it's not a fun guy.
Really? I love him, but I wanted to kick him right now. I seriously did. Good Lord. I don't know what that was. Either way, y'all, I'm going to try to get through a little bit more of this, and I really would suggest you go to Unicorn Pondu. Because, like I said, he edits her videos properly. He has very funny, very witty, insightful commentary, and it's just the right thing to do. You come to me, I know you're coming to the dark side of this, and you just want me to shred this phony-ass bitch, and I'm glad for it, and I thank you, everybody who's left comments, everybody who just leaves anything. I'm going to give you the feedback you want. If you want the attention, I'll give you the attention. I don't care, but honestly, it has been such a positive venture into this community, and I definitely support the reaction channels, even though I don't label myself, because I technically react to the react, because I cannot watch this bitch directly. You see the massive amounts of food she eats, you see the way she behaves. I would be the unhinged person she tries to accuse me of being if I did. She tries to say, oh, they've got thousands of videos on me. I know she's talking about FFG. FFG did make a career off of calling your fuck shit out. She has been in the trenches with you for years. But don't act like you're innocent, Chantal. Miss Poop and Vomit story. Miss Chase a man that didn't love me and now calling him my abuser story. You're just so phony. I'm going to get a little bit more in and try to figure out what that was. Fun guy. I don't know. And then I am going to wrap it up because I do have to go live in just a few minutes. And I wasn't going to do this, but I was already yelling at the screen while listening to Unicorn Pondu. So I figured I'd tape a little bit of this just in case I don't feel like editing down the mac and cheese one because, you know, I rant. I do. I rant.
Raging about people having a opinion about your life that you willingly post on the internet because that's your job, and yet you have a problem with people talking about things that you willingly say into online for everyone to see. But okay, sure.
We're not allowed to critique the
All these
princess.
disgusting things about our bodies. He's a user. All unfounded.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, if you really want to go there, yeah, he wants to get to Canada, Chantal, whether you're in on the joke or not. That's what his main goal is.
Claims they have no proof for whatsoever.
Even if we don't have proof, like, I don't understand how it's not clicking in her brain that rumors or even gossip or anybody just talking smack can do so. Whether we have proof or not, you're angry on the floor eating copious amounts of food. Like, I don't know, man. I think at this point, she's just trying for any engagement, and she knows she's not going to get sympathy, so hate engagement it is, bitch. I don't know. All I do know is that you're not convincing anybody that you and Salah, especially after that anniversary video, I'm sorry, that was not sweet. That was just painful to get through. The dark camera action shots, the fact that she wrote that card herself and she's still mad because people point that out. Hello, I didn't notice you look at this. It was just awful. It was a comedy. It was funnier than that awful parody that she did after a day after her alleged wedding anniversary that we now know she shifts the dates because, I guess, whatever. Like, everything that she does is a fucking clown show, and I don't like clowns, so, you know, I'm just gonna point it out. It's awful. Everything she does is awful. She puts her shit out there. She doesn't want critique. But the thing about being a public figure, Chantal, as I'm going to talk about tonight on My Bonnet Chronicles about actual stars and public figures, you don't get to judge what people say about you. And if it isn't true and you can prove it, that is legit slander. That is defamation. You could have a case, but you know you don't because you're not willing to prove and shut people up that you do the things that gossip goes around about you. So until you're ready to put up, shut the fuck up. Eat that food for reals.
Proof, sorry for pausing so much for this one, is a doozy.
Exactly.
Chantal, you don't get to dictate what people talk about, what people speculate on, what people will have to say about you. Like, if you don't want people to talk about you, you can leave. Bye-bye. You're supposed to be boycotting anyways.
To the you
don't get to dictate what people can and can't talk about with you.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Boom.
if you don't want people talking about you or, you know, whatever, like, don't show up. That's simple.
For real.
It's so
Honey, no, because if I was living with you, your house would be fucking clean because I can't live in a dirty house. I'm telling you, it's my OCD especially. I cannot have a dirty house. It troubles me the way she's like cavalier when you have nothing to do all day about keeping your place neat, taking care of your pets, and doing the things you're supposed to be doing as a wife, and then talking about, oh, I'm tired. I'm about to wrap this up early. I'm sorry, y'all. I know you probably wanted me to do a full takedown, but I will once again direct you to Unicorn Pondu. Listening to this heifer try to lie her way and act like she's the victim of hate channels and act like our speculation and gossip is just bullying to her when she legitimately in a community tab, and I just reacted to it. I didn't react to the part 2 because she had to go after FFG yet again. We know you have a crush on her, girl. Chantal, she ain't looking your way, though. Either way, we know this girl is miserable, right? We know she lies. We know she does Fuck all crazy shit in her kitchen now, which is a dirty kitchen because she doesn't clean her house. She's a dirty, nasty bitch in a contract marriage, and she doesn't like people saying it, but you put your business out there, and I am allowed to critique you because you said this is your job, so that tactically makes me your boss, and as your boss, the critique is you suck. So I'm going to wrap this one up, get it up there later. I've got to get ready to go live for the Bonnet Chronicles in a few moments. So thank you for watching this. I will see you all again soon.